Hi fabulous people, I'm Yvonne Sims. I'm here at my local coffee shop enjoying a little tea as my day is getting started. And yesterday was kind of a hard day for my daughter and I because the day before, this is her third volleyball game of the week, and the day before her second volleyball game didn't go so well. And so as we were driving up to her school to drop her off before the game, I was reiterating the fact that, hey, yesterday was, a tough day, but it's a reset. You're a great player. Just make the most of it. I'm trying to encourage her, but I'm also giving her tips. And before I know it, I turn around and she is crying. She's like, Mom, sometimes the things you say are so harsh. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, what? And I said, you know what, honey, my intention is not to hurt you, it's to help you. I played volleyball, I love you, I see things a little different from my perspective, but I want you to know that everything I say is in love, and that I'm sorry that you took it that way, but I need you to hear me if you want to be a successful athlete, a leader, or a successful person, you're going to have to learn how to take constructive criticism. And some of you right now may be thinking, I probably should have just patted her on the back and apologized for the thing I said, but that's just not the way I parent. I think that, we do our children a disservice when we see that they are struggling in areas and we tell them that they're going to be good and they're great when they really aren't, that there are areas that they need to improve. And so my job as a parent is to coach my child, it's to mentor my child, it's to, help them grow into their full potential, and I can't do that if I'm not telling the truth. So I want you to understand something, beloved. It's important to surround yourself with people who will tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. The people who will tell you what you need to hear will often rub you the wrong way. They will rub you the wrong way because they will say things that are that sometimes are brutally honest, sometimes it may not come with the most love, but their intention is to help you grow. Another thing that's important, I had to remind my daughter is that understanding that the day before she hadn't been successful, but the reality is it's that the race is not given. Ecclesiastes 9:11 says the race is not given to the swift or the strong, but to they that endure. And what that means is that we have to have something within inside of us that says, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to give up. That meant that she had to put her head up. I actually said that, and I think that's where she got emotional. I said, you know what? Attitude is everything. Attitude affects the way that you play. So when your team is behind, even if you're sitting, you're not getting the time, when you're on the sideline, you got to encourage your team. You got to be the loudest cheerleader. I know she wants to be in the game, but each person has a role and a part to play, and the person on the bench is just as important as the person out there who is putting in the time. And so having something within you that says, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to give up, my attitude is not going to suck because things aren't going my way, is really important. So make sure, beloved, you're surrounding yourself with people of integrity who love you, who care, and who are going to say the difficult things that you need in order to grow. And know also that if you're on the receiving end of somebody who really does have your best interests at heart, and they're telling you some things about yourself, maybe the relationships you're in, maybe the job that you're pursuing, maybe the ventures that you're taking on, whatever it is, understand that everybody's not out to get you and attack you. Some people really genuinely care about you and seeing that you succeed. It's up to you to evaluate and know when it's really constructive and building you up, and then when you should just ignore things that they say. So until next time, beloved, be strong and courageous.